Alright, let's talk about this stupid game. So, Steelers get their first loss of the year yesterday against the football team, 23-17 at home. I couldn't watch the game because I was working, and by the time when I got off of work, the game was over. And I was like, all right, I'm going to look at the score. I was expecting the Steelers won because I didn't get any texts from my friends or people laughing at me. And then I look and was utterly disappointed by the result. it's, I mean, who knew that Washington was going to be our trap game? I mean, who knew? I didn't know. And this was the trap game, and this is the game we finally lose. And then I'm going to repeat myself over and over again. I'm going to say these three words over and over again. Fire Randy Fichtner. Please, for the love of God, Randy, get your ass out of Pittsburgh. I am so sick and tired of your stupid ass play calls that never work. I'm so tired of the continuous slow starts. Of the Steelers' 12 games this season, only one of the 12 games they scored a touchdown on their opening drive, and that was against Tennessee back in Week 7. All the other games, they did not score a touchdown on the opening drive. And then twice this season I could think of, which was Jacksonville and then Washington, the Steelers scored nothing in the first quarter. They're actually losing to Jacksonville at the end of the first, and then Washington, they were tied. And then the Steelers had a 14-0 lead against Washington. James Washington had a 50-yard touchdown pass. Now here's the thing that the Steelers do that I don't understand. How come the Steelers can score from the 50-yard line, but they don't want to score when they're at the 2-yard line? Oh, I know why. Because Randy Fichtner doesn't like to score touchdowns. And then I go on Reddit, and then the Steelers are the laugh of the NFL memes subreddit, and on the Steelers subreddit, they're just a laughing stock right now. The only good thing is that the Steelers still have the number 1 seed of the AFC. Kansas City doesn't have it. Pittsburgh and Kansas City are both number 1 seeds. What did I just say? Pittsburgh, Kansas City are both 11-1. The Chiefs' only loss came to the Raiders. The Steelers' only loss came to the football team. Next week, the Steelers are at Buffalo on Sunday night, and Kansas City is at Miami. So, if Kansas City wants to take over the number 1 seed, they have to beat Miami and hope that Pittsburgh loses to Buffalo. And if the Steelers would have won yesterday, they would have clinched a playoff spot. Now we have to wait another week. Everything's just going wrong. Right when I get my hopes up, because all the Steelers have to do is win, and then they'll be in the playoffs. Or if they win and Cleveland loses, the Steelers will clinch the division. Well, Cleveland won, and Pittsburgh lost. So now that puts the Browns closer to first place. Steelers and Browns play again in Week 17, and maybe that'll be whoever wins that game wins the division. Hopefully not. Hopefully the Steelers would have clinched it by then. Oh my God, this game really pissed me off. I didn't make a video yesterday because when I got home, I had a bunch of homework I had to do, and then by the time I was done, I was too tired, and I didn't really feel like making a video. I was going to do it today. This is just a disgrace, man, a disgrace. I have been making fun of stuff all year, how do you lose to a team with no name? And then we lose to a team with no name. The Washington football team, they're trying that say, we don't know, we have to make sure we need to get the right name. No, you are doing this for attention. There is a local high school team that is about 45 minutes away from where I live, and they were called the Redskins. And after this whole incident happened, Now they're the Red Wolves. Look how easy that was. Why couldn't they done that? The Washington Red Wolves. That would not be a bad name. They would keep like the red name and then still have the red color. But no, they want to make things difficult for themselves, and they just want attention. And they said that they're going to keep the name next year, possibly as well, for 2021. I'm just like, how are you guys so stupid that you can't come up with a freaking team name? Now I'm ranting about Washington not knowing how to make a team name. I'm still too mad about this game. Defense, I really like the defense. The defense fell apart in the fourth quarter. Washington scored 13 unanswered points. That's just the Steelers' defense allowing them to score, and then the Steelers' offense doing jack crap about it. And then, of course, in the final minutes of the game, Steelers need a game-winning touchdown drive, and then Ben throws an interception, loses the game. So, Steelers lose their first game of the year. They were 11-0, and undefeated season is no more. 1972 Dolphins is still going to be the only team in the NFL to have an undefeated season. This game was just horrible. I'm glad I didn't watch it. I'm glad I couldn't watch it, or else I'd just be too pissed off. I got pissed off last week against Baltimore, and that was a good reason because Steelers beat half a Ravens team by 5. And then didn't score an offensive touchdown until the fourth quarter. The Steelers' offense has been awful the past 2 weeks. They haven't had a great offensive performance since they played Jacksonville and Cincinnati. Cincinnati and Jacksonville, they did really well on offense and really well on defense. Baltimore, they did very well on defense and did horrible on offense. And then Washington, they did horrible on offense and okay on defense. The Steelers didn't really do anything on defense. They didn't get any turnovers or anything. Randy Fichtner needs to be fired. He needs to get out of Pittsburgh. I don't care where he goes. I don't care what team he goes to. I just want him out of Pittsburgh. He doesn't know how to make calls. He does the same stupid calls. He'll make a dumb decision. It's like, let's see. We really can't run the ball this year. James Conner and Benny Snell have done nothing all year. And it's first, this happened back in Cincinnati. It's like, let's see. Running has not worked all day. And it's 1st and 20. We're going to run the ball twice in a row. Oh, now it's 3rd and 23. What do you know? And then he does the dumbest play calls. And then he always wants to throw it. Like, if it's like a 4th and short, or 3rd and short, they'll throw the ball instead of just doing a run. Well, it's like, dude, you just need like 1 or 2 yards. It's not like it's 3rd and 8. I understand you throw it on 3rd and 8, but not 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. They're like, oh no, we're going to throw the ball. And then the main problem with throwing the ball is that Deontay Johnson and Eric Ebron keep dropping everything. It's like Dante Moncrief came back down and bit them and it infected them with the Moncrief virus or something. They got Moncriefed. Now, they drop everything. They did it against Baltimore, and then they did it yesterday as well. It's like every time it's like the ball, like, well, I don't know how to catch a ball. It's like Jesse James all over, Dante Moncrief all over again. I gotta stop talking about this game. This is just gonna get me worked up all over again. I don't need that right now. Other stuff going on. Baltimore's playing right now. I actually don't know what the score is. I don't have the game on because I figure it's not worth watching because I know Baltimore's going to win. Last time I checked, they were up 24-10, but Justin Tucker has been having a horrible performance today. He missed 2 field goals. I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, the Ravens won 34-17, so Ravens are 7-5, Cowboys are 3-9. So let's talk about the playoffs right now. I'm gonna talk about what the playoffs would be right now. Okay, what the heck? I'm trying to go to a website that I know, but for some reason it's not letting me. Okay, there we go. I must have spelled it wrong or something, cause well, I'm looking at my stuff and I have the Steelers going 16-0. Well, that's not accurate anymore. Of course, it's just me being a biased fan. Okay, so if the season were to end right now, here's what the playoffs would be. In the AFC, because now it's different. Now only one team can have the divisional bye, and that's the number 1 seed. Now the number 2 seed plays in the wild card against number 7 seed. So, what the hell is that? I don't know. So if the season were to end right now, then in the AFC, the Steelers would have the number 1 seed. And then the wild card, the 2nd seed Kansas City Chiefs would play the 7th seed Indianapolis Colts. The 3rd seed Buffalo Bills would play the 6th seed Miami Dolphins. And the 4th seed Tennessee Titans would play the 5th seed Cleveland Browns. In the NFC, the number 1 seed would go to the New Orleans Saints. The 2nd seed Green Bay Packers would play the 7th seed Minnesota Vikings. Yes, you've heard it right now. The Vikings are in the playoffs right now. Despite starting the season 1-5, they're 6-6 right now. They've only lost 1 game after they started 1-5. The 3rd seed Los Angeles Rams would play the 6th seed Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the 4th seed New York Giants would play the 5th seed Seattle Seahawks. Well, that would be another upset. Giants just beat the Seahawks back on Sunday. Anyway, so that's the playoffs. I gotta do other stuff, man. I gotta stop. Every time I talk about the stupid Steelers, I just get worked up, and then I get mad, and then I start thinking about Michigan as well, and I get mad about that too. I mean, good news is that Michigan's game against Ohio State got canceled, so we don't have to get our asses kicked this year. But good news is that Michigan potentially screwed Ohio State this year for once. Ohio State might not be able to play in the Big Ten championship game. I know they're undefeated, but the Big Ten said after Ohio State had 2 games canceled, they said that if Ohio State had any more games canceled, then it would be very likely that they won't play in the Big Ten championship because they won't have enough games played. Ohio State only played 5 games. Indiana has played more than them, and they're looking like they can make it. They play this Saturday. I don't know who they play, but if they win, then they'll probably make it. It's either going to be them or Ohio State. The Big Ten West team is Northwestern. I hope it's not Ohio State. But knowing the Big Ten, they're like, no, we got to put Ohio State in. They're going to win everything. But they're not going to be in the playoffs because Ohio State has only played 5 games. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for ranting. Thank you for watching me rant, seeing me pissed off about my team, who's a piece of crap right now. This offense needs to change, or we're not going to do anything. We're going to get blown out if we play Kansas City in the playoffs. That's what's going to happen if we don't change our stuff. So we better wake up, and Randy Fichtner either needs to change his stuff or get the frick out of Pittsburgh. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.